Okay, so I got a story for you. It's am I the a-hole? So we went to a protest today. We went to one of those No King protests and stuff. Well, so I was wearing a shirt. He had a little sign, and I'm all about peaceful, whatever. Now I have social anxiety. In other words, when I get in a room where there's too many people, like I can't go to concerts and things like that. There's just too many people. I'm one of those people that enjoyed COVID, about social distancing and all that. That was like the best thing in the whole world. I wish people would do it. Uh-oh, there's a bee. I see. Be careful, sweetheart. I see a bee. I'll hold on to her just in case she gets stung. So anyway, so we're going to this, went to this thing, rally thing. Rally, is that a protest? And it was on the corner of a road, and it was in New Glarus, and it was, anyways, so we got in a little tiff because I'm really about, you don't poke a bear with a stick. I didn't really want to get a fight with anybody. I didn't want to stand out in the crowd. I was going to be there with a bunch of people. I didn't need to wear a hat on my head on the way there, driving down country roads when I live in what's now considered a red state. So I didn't want to draw attention to myself. I was fine being there and being part of the crowd, but I certainly didn't want to certainly stand out and not to antagonize anybody, peaceful, whatever, not get in the way, stay on the grass. Oh, you okay, sweetheart? I think she just got stung. Did you just get stung? I don't know if she did or not. So it was on the corner of an intersection, so there was a stoplight. So there was a lot of traffic, people kind of stuck there, and there was a festival going on in town, so it was like main intersection in a fairly small town in Wisconsin, and and then where we were, halfway down the corner, there was a gas station, which makes sense. There's gas stations on corners next to intersections, and people were lined up all the way around the corners. When we first got there was like 20 people, but by the time we eventually left, there was probably more like almost 200 people there, and people were lined up all the way along the edges, all the way around the corners, right? So this guy was trying to get out of the driveway. He was at the gas station. He had a nice little fancy car. He was at the gas station, he got his gas. He wanted to take a left, right? But because all the people were around that corner, he had no visibility. And he's like, hey guys, I can't see. Can you move? And instead of people just going, hey man, sorry about that, didn't mean to block your way. No, instead of doing that, people started saying, hey, just go the other way. And as far as I was concerned, we were wrong at that point. We were wrong. We should have just said, hey man, sorry about that. And then, you could have said, well, if you can you go the other way? You could see, it was just, and then next thing you know, people are flipping each other off and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. I am not, you guys are pissing this guy off. And next thing you know, they're exchanging words. And it wasn't my husband exchanging words with people, but he jumped in there and said something. It was, I don't know if it was fuck you or whatever it was, doesn't matter, and I just said, I'm done, and I'm left. And now my husband's mad at me because I'm the asshole for walking away, because I shouldn't be mad at him because that guy was an asshole. And I'm like, really? Was he? Was he an asshole? And he wasn't, my husband wasn't the only one that was giving him grief. But it seems like everyone just gave him grief because they just assumed he was on the other side of the protest or something. And that had nothing to do with it. But yet, everyone was like, and where the fact is, we're the people, I'm protesting and I have a reason to protest, but the fact is, if we want to do it right, you cannot make it like you're causing any inconvenience whatsoever. You're sitting there peacefully protesting, not getting in anyone's way, not causing any disruption. Sure, letting people know what you're up to, but the disruption part of it was outrageous. I see you're being attacked by bees, honey. So let's go somewhere else. Come on. I see bees. It's this clover, hon. And let's go take you in the thing so we can spray you down too. Okay. So anyways, so am I the asshole, or were we in the wrong? Were we wrong for blocking the visibility of the driveway? And if I was the business owner, to be perfectly honest, I'd be a little pissed off because people can't even see his business there, and then nobody wants to drive up next to the protesters. No, we were only there for 2 hours, and I get that, but still. Anyways, I'm just wondering, just because I was what I think on the right side of the political spectrum, doesn't mean that we were in the right place by blocking that man's view and being assholes about it. So that's my stance. So just go ahead. Am I the a-hole?